This is Dave Lee for Six Downs Radio. I'm very pleased to be able to say that at the other end of the phone, hopefully, is the author of a new cricket book, Dan Whiting. Are you there?
Hello Dave, how are you?
I've got that right. A new cricket book. This is your first book about cricket, is it? Is that right? It's your debut?
That's correct, yeah. I've broken my publishing virginity, Dave. So, the book's going well. So far, so, fingers crossed.
Right, it's called Cricket Banter, Chat, Sledging and Laughs from the Middle Stump.
That's correct.
And the longest title in publishing history. What's the background? Tell us about the Middle Stump.
Yeah, the background was we set up a blog in March 2012, which was something by myself and a chap called Liam Kenner, who I've written the book with, and we set it up just for a laugh, just something to, just sort of a bit of chat between ourselves, and suddenly it just grew and grew and grew. And sort of a few of the professionals got involved, and to the extent now where we've sort of had, I think in the 16 months since the blog's been going, about 215,000 hits.
Wow.
We've got 5,000 followers on Twitter, and we got a book deal out of it last summer, so the History Press gave us a deal, which is sort of the best bits of the blog, plus a load of other stuff, fresh stuff that we wrote, and, so far so good, really.
How did the publishing deal, how did that come out? Did you approach them? Did you sort of think, I'm going to do a book, or did they sort of say, perhaps you'd like to do a book?
I can't really remember off the top of my head. It was last summer. I think we sort of, we were getting sort of approached by people saying, you should turn this into a book.
Yeah.
And I think we sort of, we thought about self-publishing, but, there are a load of pitfalls with that, shall we say. So we approached a few people. One of the first guys we actually interviewed for our book was Paul Nixon, who played for Leicestershire and England and Kent. And he wrote his autobiography through the History Press, and they were looking to do more and more cricket books, and they took us on.
Wow, that's great. How many other sort of, you've got all sorts of cricketers actually sort of like contributing to the website and thus the book, how has that sort of like come about? Do they just sort of like call you up, or do they get in contact with them, or do you contact them?
Well, firstly, a portion of the royalties of the book is actually going to a charity called Factor 50, and the woman who's based just north of you, actually, she's based up in Manchester. She has been an absolute dynamo, and she's put a lot of the cricketers in touch, who are sort of quite happy to give us, 15 minutes of their time to sort of help promote the charity. The charity do a hell of a lot of work with cricketers with regards to, because obviously, they're behind melanoma and skin cancer sort of awareness, and Andy Flower, who is one of the England players, he had the melanoma removed from his face a few years ago, and he actually ran the marathon in aid of Factor 50, and she's put a lot of them our way. We've done a few of them ourselves as well. We just sort of ask them through Twitter, and a lot of them sort of get caned by their teammates, shall we say, and they're quite happy to sort of get their revenge in via our pages. So yeah.
Pardon me for being a little bit sort of ignorant. Chat, sledging and laugh. Sledging? I'm sorry, what is that referring to?
Sledging is a terminology in cricket, which is, sometimes it can be called mental disintegration as well. It's sort of the chat to try and put somebody off their game.
Oh, right, okay. Yep. So there you are, Cricket Banter.
It can be rubbish, but there's plenty of them in the book, shall we say. So,
and of course the summer's going pretty well for cricket, well certainly for the England team.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's always good to see the Aussies get done. So it's fantastic. I'm sure anyone of sort of my generation who's sort of been brought up on, Australian themes, absolutely, whooping England left, right and centre. It's, revenge is a dish best served cold. No, it's fantastic.
Because of course there's been so much sort of sporting success in this country in the last year or two that it could have been a sort of bit of a damp squid coming up to the Ashes, but it's all going swimmingly.
Yeah, no, I mean it has been fantastic, and sort of last year, especially being a Londoner as well, I was extremely proud of London and the Olympic Games. And then you look at this year, and you've got, sort of not only are England hopefully going to beat Australia 5-0 in the Ashes, but, you've got sort of Justin Rose won the US Open, Andy Murray's won Wimbledon, Chris Froome Tour de France, and British sport is in a fantastic place at the moment. So, long may it continue.
It's stuff that we thought we'd never see in our lifetime.
Very much so, yeah, very much so. Completely agree with you.
So when's the next test start? Is it this week?
Tomorrow,
isn't it?
Thursday at Old Trafford at Manchester.
used to go, but I'm getting a bit old now. It's a young person's sport.
Well, they're very passionate about their cricket, are they? You know, they're very, very passionate about their cricket, and we got a lot of support in the Stoke area as well. And you know, we've got some sort of good banter with some good cricket clubs around there. People like Burslem Cricket Club and those guys. And they're very passionate about their sport.
Oh, indeed. Can we move on to briefly to the publishing side of it? We have mentioned the history press, is it?
That's right. Yeah.
Where are they based? I mean,
they're based in Stroud in Gloucestershire.
Oh, right, I know Stroud. Yeah.
Yeah. So long way from home for both of us, I think. So.
But you didn't need to sort of you did it all online, did you? And sort of send them drafts. You didn't sort of turn up at the place and did you? Have you been down there?
I've never met them.
Is it really like that?
No, it's all done online. It's all done. You know, you email stuff across, and you know they actually sort of put stuff back in the post to you. You know, it'd be nice if they put a royalty check in the post to me occasionally. But no, I'm joking.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
But no, they've been great actually. They've been fantastic, and you know the chairman of them is a chap called Andy Nash, who's also the chairman of Somerset as well. And we were invited down to Somerset the other week, so we met Andy, who's the chairman.
Oh, right.
And we were extremely well looked after. So, yeah.
Right. And you've got a Kindle. There's a Kindle version of it available, I notice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've been number one in Amazon. Sort of promoted us. We were one of sort of Amazon's promotions in June, and we were number one on Cricket Kindles right through the month of June. So we were very pleased with that.
Did you create the Kindle files, or did somebody else do that?
No, it's all done through the history press. I am, I can barely sort of turn a PC on. I can sort of just about type a Word document, and that's about it, really. But they managed to sort all that out.
Oh, right. I just wondered that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's available worldwide as well. It's you know, we've got a hell of a lot of Australians support the Kindle, and you know, the book seems to be doing well out in Australia as well at the moment. So you know, fingers crossed.
So it's Cricket Banter by Dan Whiting and Liam Kenner.
That's right. Yeah. Liam's
the silent partner,
a good friend of mine, plays cricket on the same side as me, and
oh right.
Yeah, we set the blog up together. So and there's another guy as well who wrote a few articles called John Thorpe, who's a friend of ours, who wrote about 3 or 4 of the articles in the book as well.
Good.
But generally, it's myself and Liam.
And the website is
www.themiddlestump.co.uk.
Excellent. Dan, thanks for talking to us.
No problem, Dave, and good luck up there in sunny Stoke, and enjoy the Ashes.
We will do. Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Take care.